It is the News Blitz with Randy Wang on Talk Radio 790 KABC. We're here every single day from 5 to 6 talking about the local issues that matter to you most and taking your phone calls at 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. We take your emails as well at randykabc@gmail.com. That's randykabc@gmail.com. It's debate night in America. We are counting down only 54 minutes to go until the big, maybe the only presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. If you're excited about this debate, I'd love to talk to you at 800-222-KABC. If you're dreading watching this thing tonight or listening to it on the radio, as we'll be broadcasting it on 790, but if you're dreading having to listen to this, give me a call, 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. Look, the last one, I don't care which side you were rooting for, was uncomfortable to watch. It was like that really excruciatingly awkward part of an Office episode where Michael Scott does something so cringeworthy, but it was 90 minutes of that. It's a lot to deal with. I'll tell you right now, there's no way I'm watching this thing without a drink in my hand. Which leads me to another question. What is your debate drink? 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. I do my show in the same room as my wine cellar. And as soon as the news was going on, I started realizing I better pull out a Pinot, because the Pinots are kept at a cool temperature and they need to come up to about 60 degrees before I start drinking them. So I pulled out one for pork tonight and I pulled out one for the debate, because there is no way I am not watching that thing without something to comfort me and something to think about, you know, instead of, wow, this is so awkward and so uncomfortable and this is so not productive. I'm going to be sipping and thinking, wow, California makes great grapes. Now, there are some ways to have some fun with a debate like this. There are tons and tons and tons of people making their own bingo cards or drinking games, something you can have a little fun to, especially for an event as uncomfortable as this. And what do you know? I happen to have found a great one thanks to one of our listeners who emailed us at, well, he emailed the John email, but that one goes to me as well, at johnnydon'tlikeshow@gmail.com. That's johnnydon'tlikeshow@gmail.com with Racket News, which is Matt Taibbi's website. He's got a drinking game, and maybe we can contribute to this drinking game. Let's see if he's got some good ideas, just a couple of things to think about, as it'll take your mind off of the awkwardness. For instance, let's say you're holding a nice red wine. Maybe it's an old fashioned. Maybe it's a margarita. Those are my go-to. If I'm not having red wine, I'm having an old fashioned or I'm having a margarita. Tonight, I think it's going to be wine because I'm already doing wine tonight. So, according to the Racket News drinking game for tonight's debate, take a drink every single time Kamala Harris uses the words felon, extreme, threat to democracy, or for the people. In fact, when she started her 2019 campaign, that was what all the posters were saying. Kamala for the people. Okay, a drink for that. You're going to need to do some light sipping here, because otherwise you're not going to make it through the whole 90 minutes. Maybe that's the point. Take a drink if Trump happens to use the words communist, socialist, radical, or Marxist. Double shot if Trump says tampon. This is 2024. This is what American democracy has turned into. Take a drink if Trump says tampon. Another one. Take a drink if Kamala Harris talks about her experience as a prosecutor dealing with predators, scammers, cheaters, perpetrators, or special interests. Well, you know that's coming up. I don't know if one bottle's going to do it. By the way, give me a call right now. What is your debate drink? You got something you'd like to add to the debate drinking game? You excited about the debate? You dreading watching the debate tonight? Give me a call, 800-222-KABC. We're here for the Trump supporters. We're here for the Kamala supporters. Anybody can call in, tell us what they're thinking about this debate. If you're planning on not watching it at all, I'd love to know what you're doing instead, because I'm jealous. 800-222-KABC. Take a drink, according to Racket News, anytime Trump invokes the Kamala crime wave or defund the police, or says something like, they destroyed San Francisco. You can't buy a loaf of bread without getting shot. Anything like that. These Haitians, who would eat a cat? Okay, as far as I know, that story's made up. Take a drink anytime that Kamala Harris says, let me clear, I'm talking, or we're not going back. And take a small sip anytime she mentions the middle class. Take a full drink anytime that they say Donald Trump only cares about himself. If Trump says illegal, sanctuary, border czar, take a drink. If Harris cackles, take a drink. If Trump does stank face, whatever that is, take a drink. If Harris mentions the opportunity economy, price gouging, or bringing down costs, take a drink. Double shot if she mentions groceries. If both candidates mention groceries, take an aspirin. Okay, these are fun. This was sent to us by a listener. It's from Racket News. It is what they say are the things that you should be taking a drink for when it comes to the 2024 September debate. It's happening tonight at 6 o'clock. We've got to watch it, right? I mean, I could also just watch regular YouTube videos or get on the treadmill. I like doing that. No, I'm going to watch this thing. I have to. I'm in the news business. We live for this, right? Doesn't mean I don't have to watch it sober. I'm going to be enjoying myself. 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. If you're excited about tonight's debate, you're dreading tonight's debate, you're going to drink tonight's debate, you want to skip tonight's debate, this is your place to sound off as we all count down 48 minutes to go. 800-222-KABC. Yeah, it kind of sounds like that Johnny Cash song where he's about to get executed. Let's go to Leonard in Whittier. Leonard, hello.
Hey, how you doing today? I'm excited about this debate. I'm looking for a total annihilation of Kamala Harris. She's like, this is like Mike Tyson against Pee Wee Herman. And all those drinks that you just mentioned right now, it's going to be a hard time because I'll be drinking old fashions. Anybody that knows me in Whittier knows I love old fashions.
Well, Leonard, you might want to do old fashioned in the left hand, big bottle of ice water in the right hand. So at least you keep yourself hydrated. Dehydration is what gets us.
I've been looking forward to this day for so long already, and I'm just anxious to see how Kamala does under the microscope, which she's always failed to produce any type of result whatsoever. She's going to do good for about the first 10 minutes, like everybody says. Mike Tyson used to say, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the nose.
So you think she's going to get rattled?
I believe so. She has never been on this type of arena. There's a big bright light. It's like a fight. It's like a heavyweight fight, except she's a lightweight. And Donald Trump, all he's got to do is keep his cool like he's done. His demeanor's completely changed, obviously, even before the assassination attempt, and even after that the RNC, you can tell that, it was just a whole different Donald Trump. I believe he's been humbled by this experience, and I believe he's destined to be president. Even they try to kill him, and he's still there.
Well, there you go. Sounds like you're going to enjoy yourself tonight. All right. Tell me before you go, Leonard, how do you make your old fashioned? You don't have to give away all your secrets. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I buy the syrup off of Amazon. I put gourmet cherries, a slice of orange, and 2 shots of Woodford Reserve.
That sounds fantastic. Love it. Thanks so much for the call, Leonard. Appreciate it. You know what? At the end of the show, I'll tell everyone how I make my old fashioned, because I think the way I make my old fashioned, you don't get a bad hangover from it. I'll tell you why. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, it's your turn to weigh in on tonight's debate. 800-222-KABC. If you're excited about it, you want to talk about how much you love your candidate, you're dreading it, you're scared for your candidate, you need to drink through it. Tell me what you're going to be drinking, and if you're going to skip it totally. I'd love to hear about that too. Tell me what you think about tonight's debate. It is your opportunity to sound off as we've got 45 minutes to go. 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. Let's go to Dawn in Upland. Dawn, hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good, so am I. I don't have any alcoholic drinks, but I do have shaved ice, so I'll just take a bite each time. One of the
there you go, a little shave ice.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm thrilled about this debate. I can't wait. It's party time for me because I know Trump is going to do great. I think he's going to win hands down. And I think his demeanor during the last debate with Biden was a lot calmer and a much more patient with just facts coming forward and his policies coming forward. And I think he just let Biden hang himself. And I think that's probably what's going to happen with Harris tonight. If she doesn't pull the girl card or the race card, which I think she'll probably do because she'll be desperate. But other than that, I think he's going to do just great, just wonderful.
You know, it's funny. I watched the entire debate in June, and Biden was so out of it and so difficult to get any answer across. It was so uncomfortable to watch. I don't even remember a thing Trump said.
Yeah, I can understand why you would say that. Yeah, I was more or less just hoping that he wasn't going to do I love Trump to death, but the bullying thing that he does, and I think because he kind of felt the room, he read the room really well, and I think because of that, he just kind of pulled back and just let Biden hang himself. And it was uncomfortable to watch. You're right, it was. But it's just infuriating that they would allow that man to go out there in the way that he is with dementia and all and just keep going. It's very sad, but I think he's dug his own hole anyway.
Well, it's so funny, too, because it was Biden's camp that was calling for that early debate in June. Where would that campaign be if they waited until now?
Oh, I know. I know. That'd be kind of a chaotic mess, I think. But maybe the two of them could have gotten up there and debated with him. That would have I think he could have taken them both on at the same time. I think Trump has no problem, with his confidence. I think he's going to be fantastic, just fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it sounds like you're amped up. And Dawn, you've got your shave ice. Now, do you do a flavor for shave ice or is it just straight up shave ice?
It's just banana. I love banana. So banana shaved ice.
Hey, can't go wrong with that. Thanks so much for the call. Appreciate it. All right. She's amped up. Wow. There's some people that are excited. 800-222-KABC is the phone number. 1-800-222-5222. The debate is starting in 42 minutes. Are you excited about this debate? Tell me all about it. Are you dreading it? Do you need to hold a drink to get through it? Would you like to contribute to the drinking game? Something that you think everyone should take a shot for if they hear during the debate. Time to play along. 800-222-KABC. 1-800-222-5222. What's your debate drink? Let's go to Bobby in Burbank. Bobby, hello.
Hey, brother. How you doing today?
Doing great.
Good. Well, I can't watch the debate because I'm actually a coach and I have a life. But when I get home, I will be doing. I'm sorry.
I said lucky.
Right. I don't have to do it. But add to the drinking game, I think it should be every time she giggles, so you should drink. And my drink of choice when I get home, I will just Rittenhouse rye whiskey neat.
Neat rye whiskey. Do you even do a little droplet of water or just straight out of the bottle?
Man, you don't ruin whiskey. What's wrong with you?
There's enough water in it already, huh?
About 98%.
There we go. Love it, Bobby. Thanks so much for the call. Appreciate it. Yes, I was just a little jealous that he has an actual life and is going to be coaching. And then he'll watch the debate. But what's great about that is you could fast forward through it. If you know it's going to be an answer about something you don't care about, skip. Or, you watch these things like award shows. All the highlights are going to be on Twitter in 10 minutes. Watching this thing live, we have to do it. We're all political junkies. It's kind of our thing. But here we go. 800-222-KABC. 1-800-222-5222. If you'd like to weigh in on tonight's debate, whether you're excited about the debate, you're excited about your candidate, you're dreading the debate, you're dreading seeing your candidate screw up. If you're going to be drinking through this debate, you'd like to contribute to the drinking game, now's your time to weigh in. We got 39 minutes to go. 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang. Sound off on tonight's debate as we count down 800-222-KABC. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang on Talk Radio 790 KABC. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang on KABC. We're taking your phone calls on debate night, 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. The debate airs in 35 minutes right here on KABC. Are you excited about tonight's debate? Does it make you wildly uncomfortable? That's what I go through. It's wildly uncomfortable to watch these things, and that's why I'm going to be having a bottle of Pinot Noir. Well, I'm going to have a glass, and then I'm going to have another glass, and then another glass. It'll add up to a bottle. We've got a drinking game we'd like to play. If you'd like to contribute to that, you can give me a call, 800-222-KABC. Something you think people should drink for if they hear at the debate from Kamala, from Trump, from the moderators, 800-222-KABC. If you're excited about the debate, tell me all about it, 800-222-KABC. If you're dreading it, if you got something better to do, I'd love to hear that, 800-222-KABC. Your opportunity to sound off about tonight's debate, because it might be the only one, 800-222-KABC. Let's go to Terry in Santa Fe. Terry, hello.
Hey, how you doing, Randy? I have to work early tomorrow. I get up at 4 a.m, so my game's gonna be every time Trump does a really good job, I'm gonna drink a shot of water, and every time Kamala says something that's even halfway remarkably good, I'm gonna have to drink because I'm gonna be drowning in my tears if she does good tonight.
Well, at least you'll pass out early.
Well, I hope not. I hope Trump keeps me sober tonight because that's the game.
That's an interesting drinking game. I love it. Thanks so much for the call, Terry. Appreciate it. 800-222-KABC is the phone number. If you are going to be imbibing tonight as you watch the debate, let me know what you're drinking. Are you doing wine? Are you doing a cocktail? Are you down in a six-pack of beer? Are you drowning yourself in booze? I'd love to hear all about it. 800-222-KABC. It's California. Maybe there's people out there that get high before the debate. Whatever. Go for it. Let's go to Holden in Roseville. Holden, hello.
Hello. So first of all, before I get into what I think they should talk about tonight, I do want to say you forgot to mention one thing. Anytime Kamala says Project 2025, whoever's taking a drink should do it.
Oh, that's a great one. That is definitely going to get mentioned.
Yeah, no, it will. Another thing is, and I think they're going to talk about how, and Kamala is going to pinpoint to Trump lying about the last election being stolen. So I think that's going to be a topic. However, if I was Trump, and I'm hoping that they listen to this right now, because if they can hear this before a half hour from now, this would be great. I have proof that California is rigging the election as we speak.
You have proof?
So what an API is, let me explain what it is. So an input, so in this case, the voting machine most likely, so what an API does is transfer an input to an output source, which in this case is on a website, and I'll name the website, API-internal, INTERNAL.sos.ca.gov/return/map/president or /shorted/president.
Holden, I got to be honest, nobody's going to be writing that down.
No, it's okay. But I just want to let you know. So you can actually see what the voting machine says on there. So that's why there's on sos.ca.gov/media, if you go to testing schedule, there's a legal set of testing dates. The first being, and if you pull that up, the first being October 23rd at 8 a.m. Well, they violated that rule. And if you were to go on right now, you could see September 9th, 2024 at 2:28 p.m. So, for example, I have Prop 2 up right now. Right now, the yes vote on the machine has approximately, exactly 17,251,298 votes at 7.3%, and 486,305 at 2.7% statewide. So if you were to
nobody's voted yet.
No, but they're manipulating the machine early. That's why why under the chain of custody rules, they're held to certain testing dates, which you can look up on sos.ca.gov/media. So what they're doing is they're getting the machine prepared to maybe, like for every 1 in 10 votes for, Prop 36, because I think you want Prop 36 to win as well. For every one yes, like every 10 yes votes, one of them goes to no. And so they're able to do that because they're playing around with the machine so much, so they can get it prepared for something like that. So,
and do you think they've done this in prior elections? Do you think they did this in 2020 and 2016?
I have evidence from 2022 and from the open primary. They actually did this. So in March.
Okay, so here's what I'd love to know, Holden. I'm just really curious because you've got evidence. This is what you believe has happened. What's the point of voting?
Well, I think there is. I think now, since I'm speaking out about it right now, I think people don't realize it because they, technology, a lot of people, there's a lot of people, and the most people in Silicon Valley that are high tech, that are really, really good at it, are basically paid and controlled by the Democrats. So I'm letting you guys have a little insight note on this is how they do it. Now we know what they're doing, and now we can stand up against it. So
there you go, Holden. Thank you so much for the call. Appreciate it. Interesting theories. Hey, it's debate night in 29 minutes. If you'd like to sound off, give me a call, 800-222-KABC. If you're excited about Trump, give me a call. Excited about Kamala, give me a call. Dreading watching this thing like me, give me a call, 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. If you are playing the drinking game, tell me a rule that we should add to it. Tell me what you're drinking tonight, 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang. 28 minutes to go on Talk Radio 790 KABC. It is the News Blitz with Randy Wang on Talk Radio 790 KABC. We're here every single day from 5 to 6 talking about the local issues that matter to you most and taking your phone calls at 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. Your emails as well at randykabc@gmail.com. That's randykabc@gmail.com. And yeah, we usually keep it very local here, but today there's one story, there's one thing on everybody's mind. It's the debate that starts in 21 minutes, and you can hear it right here on 790 KABC at 6 p.m. I got to say, too, as somebody that has watched a debate or two in my life and listened to a debate or two, you will pay more attention to the substance of it listening to it. If you're watching it, you'll be watching for when the camera moves, the flop sweat, people turning, people making faces. But are we going to really hear a lot of substance at this debate, or is this just going to be a death match? But hey, if you're excited about tonight's program, give me a call, 800-222-KABC. If you're dreading it, give me a call, 800-222-KABC. And if you're like me and you're going to be drinking through it, tell me what your drink is. If you'd like to play the drinking game, tell me what you'd like to add as a rule, 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. During the break, I went into the wine fridge to the right of me, and I pulled out a 2019 Marco Lucchese Section Wines Pinot Noir. That's actually for dinner tonight. I'm doing pork. It's going to be great. But I'm going to open a Fiddlehead 2015 Birdie Baby. I just got that in the big sale in July. I haven't tried it before. That is going to be my comfort to get through the next 90 minutes. It's going to be delicious. I already pulled them out of the fridge. They're getting ready to come to temp. I'm going to open them in the next break, and then, well, we'll be off to the races. If you're excited or dreading tonight's debate, give me a call, 800-222-KABC, 1-800-222-5222. Let's go to one of our favorites, Bill in La Cañada. Bill, hello.
How you doing, Randy?
Doing great.
I got 2 cans of non-alcoholic Old Milwaukee on standby in case it gets really bad. But Kamala is so obsessed with her Indian cultural identity and radical positions that I hope Trump addresses her as Kamala Sutra Harris and then laughs like Willie Brown.
I have a feeling that's not what's going to happen tonight.
Sounds good.
Pretty good one. Thanks for the call, Bill. Appreciate it. Can always count on Bill for something silly. Let's go to 800-222-KABC. Haas in San Diego. Haas, hello.
Hey, Randy, long time no talk. Keep
How
up
you
the good
doing?
work. Not bad. I just got to say that this whole debate is a waste of time because, like people like me, I listen to 790 AM most of the day. I got friends that listen to KPBS during the day, and they're going to probably vote the other way. But I don't think there's more than 5 undecided voters in this whole freaking country.
I think you make a really strong point. I mean, we have people that are such known quantities. How many people out there really don't know how they're voting in November? I guess there's a few, and honestly, it's going to come down to the wire in some of these states, so those very few people are going to matter. But you're right. The vast majority of people that will be watching this know who they're voting for, and nothing's going to change their mind.
Exactly. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for the call. Appreciate it. So that's when this thing turns, it doesn't even come out to, what a debate is supposed to be, where you tell me about your policy, you tell me about your policy, and the person watching is like, I like that idea better. No, this is about body blows. This is about insults. It's just going to get ugly. For me, it's going to get uncomfortable. And that's when I nurse the glass of wine with my hand and I circle it a little and well, I enjoy myself. Hey, let's get through a couple more of these rules here on the Racket News drinking game. This was sent to us by a listener. If Kamala Harris says anything about sales tax, bipartisan, reproductive freedom, or different vision, well, then you're going to have to drink. If you hear the word joy, you really got to drink. If you hear Trump say, so crazy, beautiful, fake, beating the hell, never been anything like it, or any of this other stuff, or if he says, I took a bullet for you, you can take another drink right there. He's got some more for the post-debate commentary, which there will be endless amounts of, including lots and lots and lots of Gavin Newsom in Philadelphia, and instead of, managing all the wildfires in this state. 800-222-KABC is the phone number. Whether you're excited or dreading about tonight's debate, give me a call, 800-222-KABC. Let's go to Mark in Orange County. Mark, hello.
Yeah, hi. Yeah.
Hey.
That was fast. I don't really care about the debate. I already know which side is good and which side is bad, so... I guess I might listen to it while I move furniture or something.
It's background material for you.
I guess, because I follow everybody. I follow Ben Shapiro and everybody else, and I'm pretty hardcore. So, but I think they need to. I heard there's real evidence about the stuff in Ohio, because even Shapiro said there wasn't evidence. There's a body cam from a cop that went to investigate, and he had to call. I listened to the audio. I didn't see the video, but he had to call animal control to pick up a body of somebody's pet, and they caught some lady eating a pet. So,
I think that part about it's not deniable. I think the part about it that's in question is if that person is a Haitian migrant and if we should be scared to death of Haitian migrants.
Well, they were. Well, it's on video, so I mean, if they release the video, I guess people can see it. But I mean, it's not unusual because there was reports of people where I'm from other countries, and they were doing the same thing. And it's like all of a sudden, when you don't see any stray animals in your neighborhood, something's going on. It doesn't take much to figure it out. But yeah, I mean it's normal for some of those countries to do that. But it's kind of ridiculous, though. None of those people should even be over here right now. That's the whole point.
Well, there you go. So you'll be moving furniture tonight.
Yeah, I came back. I'm loading up to go back to I'm taking another load back to Nebraska. I'm moving all my stuff back. I had to make a couple trips here. So, yeah. Yep. And
all righty. Well,
California,
Mark.
Yeah, California should be eventually, I think, should just become a separate country, I think. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there are certain parts of this country that would love that, certain parts of this country that would hate that, because California's got a lot of tax base, and California wouldn't like it because then California would need their own military.
I think we keep Beverly Hills and let the rest go back. Go to another country, whatever. Go to South America or whatever.
Well, there you go, Mark. Thanks so much for the call. Appreciate it. Keep listening to us in Nevada. That KABC app goes everywhere. It's debate night. We are 13 minutes away from Kamala versus Trump. I will say it's a little more exciting than Biden v. Trump 3.0. We saw that movie over and over and over again, except it was like Rocky 6 in that Rocky is way too old to be boxing and the whole thing makes you uncomfortable. Did they even make a Rocky 7? Because I didn't see that. But here we go. Are you excited about tonight's debate? Are you dreading it? Do you not give a crap about the debate because you already made up your mind months ago? Are you drinking at tonight's debate? Do you have a rule for our drinking game? Give me a call. 800-222-KABC. 1-800-222-5222. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang on Talk Radio 790 KABC. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang on KABC. We're taking your phone calls at 800-222-KABC. The big debate starts in less than 9 minutes. Some people are playing a drinking game because that's the only way we can get through those 90 minutes. Let's go to Alan in Torrance. Alan, hello.
Hello, I got a very simple rule for our game.
All righty.
Every time Trump speaks, you do a shot. Every time Harris drinks, you do a shot. Every time Trump says nasty woman, that's a double shot.
So at what point through the debate do I need to go get my stomach pumped?
It depends how much you can hold down. It's only Fireball, so it's not too bad.
There you go. The problem that I've had with Fireball is it's so sweet, I end up passing out from the sugar before the booze.
Well, we don't drink it straight. We mix it with berry-flavored vodka. It kind of dilutes it. Makes it much more palatable.
You know, when Fireball first came out, I was at this sports bar with my friend Cassie, and the bartender said, you got to try an apple pie. That's where they take a glass of cider, and you pour a shot of Fireball into that. It tastes like an apple pie, and you will pass out like you just ate an apple pie.
That's actually a really good way to drink Fireball. It's not good to drink it straight. You have to dilute it with something. I've had the apple pies before. They're actually good.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounds like a simple drinking game to follow. Thanks for the call, Alan. Appreciate it. 800-222-KABC. He's drinking Fireball, but diluting it with berry vodka. That is a fascinating combination. Hey, are you drinking tonight for the debate? What's going to be in your hand? 800-222-KABC. You got a drinking game for us. Let me know. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang as we count down to the debate right here on Talk Radio 790 KABC. It's the News Blitz with Randy Wang on KABC. If you'd like to email the show, you could do so at randykabc@gmail.com. John writes in and says, I'll be taking a shot every time a Padre pitcher strikes out a Seattle Mariner because I'm going to be switching between the game and this debacle. He'll be sipping Kirkland rum and Coke Zero. That sounds like a good combo. That's almost like putting the lime in the coconut. And Fred writes in and says, all Trump has to say to win the debate is forget California dreaming. Now it's California scheming. Hey, that rhymes. Good job. Well, we're just a couple minutes away. I did promise that if y'all were good, I was going to give you my old-fashioned recipe because if I do old fashions, I do them a very certain way because I don't like my drinks too sweet. I don't add artificial sweetener. I don't add sugar. I don't add simple syrup. I believe the sweeteners that we need in life come from nature. So you know how you use an orange slice as a garnish? Well, what if you juice that orange and you put the orange juice in with the bourbon, in with the bitters? I usually like to mix 2 or 3 kinds of bitters. I learned this at a bar in Alabama. I was in Auburn, Alabama for my cousin's wedding. And the bartender there made an old fashioned, and it was the best one I had had because I had really not drinking them before. They say take a Luxardo cherry, muddle that in the glass with your bitters. Now, I used to just do regular aromatic or Angostura bitters. Now I like to do aromatic bitters and orange bitters and cherry bitters. That trio muddled with the cherry. Then you pour in your bourbon, 3 shots of Bullet will probably do, or something nicer, but Bullet's fine. Then I squeeze that whole orange in there. Whole orange for 2 drinks, so half an orange for a drink. Then I use the orange peel, make sure to rub that around the glass. I'm telling you, the amount of vitamin C and hydration that you get from the orange juice as opposed to those other sweeteners, it still has that same flavor, but it's a little better for you. Or at least that's what I've deluded myself into believing. Here we go. It's countdown time. The debate is coming up. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. If you missed any episode of this show, you can download all the podcasts at kabc.com/newsblitz or search KABC News Blitz in Apple Podcasts. We got tons of shows, including our Friday happy hour shows. This debate is about to happen. It's going to go for 90 minutes. You're going to hear it right here on KABC. And you know that Johnny's going to be covering it tomorrow, so make sure you listen to Johnny and me from noon to 3 tomorrow right here on KABC. Now I sound like the mayor because I'm rhyming too. We are coming down to the wire. Here we go. The debate is up next. This is the News Blitz with Randy Wang on Talk Radio 790 KABC.